Magic.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for clicking through to the 9th edition of the Braintree SkyRocket Sessions with myself and Dimitri. And we are going to be doing things a bit differently over the next weeks. Dimitri, why don't you tell them what we've got planned?
Sure thing, Gareth. For the next few weeks, we will be going into a series on e-commerce and look to answer questions like, what does the back office of e-commerce look like? What is platform selling? Can you build a website for my friend, which I'm sure we're all wondering? And what are the benefits to being online?
Okay, cool. Those are some interesting concepts.
Yes, I don't want to give too much away just yet.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at back office of e-commerce today. And if so, why?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked. Gareth, please walk us through one of your business clients' back office. Let's say that a manufacturer of hospital beds for one of the major health groups.
Okay, cool. So first, the business would get an order from the health group. Okay. Then the manufacturer would confirm that they have the resources for the order and then invoice the order along with any terms required. The health group would then review the documentation and send a purchase order for the order back to the manufacturer. And then if the manufacturer is happy, the order would then be manufactured and then allocated to the customer. Then the manufacturer's logistics department would then collect the shipment and deliver the shipment to the customer. And then the health group's quality assessment team would then check everything is order, and if so, sign off the delivery, and the manufacturer would be paid in terms specified within the purchase order.
Okay, so there are a few steps in that process, and I suppose a lot of manual processes.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, but I mean, that's how most businesses work, right?
So look, I can't argue with that. And is all of this then recorded on the manufacturer's ERP software?
Yeah, well, that's the intention if they have a decent ERP. Yeah.
Okay, so wonderful. Let's maybe just take a look at how this works with e-commerce.
Sure.
So, step one would really see the customer find a need for a medical bed. Maybe the customer is thinking, and they've got an elder family member that needs these resources. So, I mean, with this prompting, they would then search the internet to try and find providers for the bed that suits them and at a price that they can afford. So once they've managed to find this, the consumer would then fill out the necessary documents, which would include your delivery details, final payment, and any other profile information. Once that has been completed, the manufacturer then delivers the bed to the consumer's home, and Omar gets the bed she needs. And this entire process is then recorded within the e-commerce solution.
Okay. Still waiting for the aha. What's the point?
Okay, no, fair enough. So if we look at this slide, we can see that our bed manufacturers' B2B processes are extremely similar to our e-commerce processes.
Okay, I see it, but we're just referring to manufacturing delivery in this instance, correct?
So yes and no. On the business side, you will recall that presenting the process of making orders, issuing quotes, getting sign off, and then after delivery, maybe going through quality control and receiving payment as specified. So e-commerce manages to handle all of that pre-delivery without the manufacturer lifting a finger. So all these initial steps that were initially undertaken and probably involved some heavy lifting from the business are now done by your consumer or your person placing the order.
Okay, so here I'm starting to see the value as to why our audience as customers might be interested in e-commerce, in that it facilitates a much quicker, easier, more seamless administration process, and at the same time allows people an easy in to the business.
Exactly right. So do you think we can reasonably assume that your bed manufacturer customer would be a good fit for an e-commerce solution?
I mean, I suppose that is correct, but my customers hate disparate systems, and that is one of the reasons that they went with an ERP like Business Central as their ERP solution to keep everything in the Microsoft domain safe and secure.
So I'm so glad you brought that up, because Braintree has the perfect product to solve that problem. And this product is called Storefront.
I'm listening.
So Storefront is a Braintree product that exists specifically for customers like yours. Storefront is powered by the customer's ERP instance and uses your customer's existing database to ensure that there is no difference between the data Storefront has and the data your customer's ERP holds. As Storefront will only show what is within Business Central.
Okay, so that seems like a pretty decent product, but why would my customer want to sell one product at a time when they could sell thousands to major hospital groups?
So look, great question. The two answers are really going to look at, or the two reasons why, is risk mitigation. And I know that may seem a bit bold, but I think COVID showed us that anything is possible, and growth.
Okay, risk I can understand, Dimitri, but are you suggesting that e-commerce would help my customer grow their business?
Well, maybe not immediately, but it would certainly make a difference as the e-commerce side of your customer's business grows. But it's not really just about the sales. Your customers could motivate their business clients to make use of the website for orders, and they would be able to save themselves huge amounts of time in administration and paperwork. And let's really not encourage our customers to keep all their eggs in one basket. As I said, COVID really showed us that anything is possible, and having another channel of income or business, as it were, mitigates the risk to some degree.
Okay. Yeah, that is very, very smart. Listen, I hope the audience learned as much as I did today, Dimitri. Thanks for taking us through the journey and really helping us understand the e-commerce journey from our customer's perspective into our business, but also what happens on the back end of my business and how I can reduce all of that purchasing / procurement / order fulfillment admin hassle and just stop receiving orders and sending out product. Thank you.
No, it's awesome, and it's been such a pleasure, guys. Remember, the more you know, the more you sell. And if you need to have more conversations, please reach out to either myself or Gareth, and we'll be happy to engage with your customers.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another SkyRocket session. Join us next week as we discuss sales, platform sales in e-commerce, and how your customers can take advantage of it as Amazon arrives in South Africa shortly. Stay safe, sell lekker, sell hard. Cheers.